Feel like I'm in my own private jet about to take off. Welcome to Wayne's World. What you got going on over here, Wayne? You already know. The truth, baby. That's all you talk about. Yeah, because obviously you don't remember it. Obviously y'all ain't believing. No, that ain't why I do this. My personal testimony, why I believe the Bible and that it is the truth. Aside from all the conversation that we had today based on research, people are actually researching the words that have been used. Now, for others to set up strongholds based off lies and to be able to get away with it for so long is beyond me, but then I understand it was written already. I'm going to start that by going over into Deuteronomy 32. And people always tell me, you always read. Yes, I read Deuteronomy 28, 29, 30, 31, and 32. Yes, we're in the dispensation of the king and establishing his kingdom. I understand perfectly that when we pray, go ahead, Matthew first. Heavenly Father, I want this video, these words to be guided by the scriptures, and that they would lead us and guide us to all truth and understanding your word as to who we are and why you're not forgetting, and the very reason why we should forget, regardless of what the next man or woman say. I'm on TikTok, so I see a lot of Matthew 6:33. But seek ye first the kingdom. What is the kingdom? Royalty, a realm, spiritual family, a realm, literally or figurative. The kingdom of Elohim and his righteousness. What is righteousness? Right rulership. So his justification. The only way I could be justified in his eyes is when I stop following what the world is doing. I set myself apart from them, get engrossed, consecrate myself in his word so I can have understanding on how to move. What is his who am I? What is what is my purpose according to the creator that created everything? And how can I unlock the oracles and mysteries of this word where it can work for me, my children, my children's children, and everyone that comes under the sound of my voice, and that they who hear it share it with others. And that does happen, by the way. I'm not just saying nothing capping like I'm some major figure, but I am in the kingdom. But here on earth, I'm a servant, a king, but I'm a servant to the Father. Thanks, Hezekiah, for that one. I was sitting here put together some prints, some ideas for some prints to remind people, because the Most High will remind you. When I'm reading the Bible, family, I'm reminded of who I am and my purpose. And I've learned a whole lot, family. And the way that I look at life now, I look at it through a spiritual lens. Not to say that I'm better than anybody. This is the system that our Creator created for us to have success, be prosperous, and have success in whatever we doing. He already gave you rulership and dominion, and he gave you the blueprint on how to do that. That's who you are. So that's one thing I pray, and I know it's gonna come to pass. Those who are in Christ, you don't get it now, but you'll get it. Hebrew Israelites are the original people of the book. If you never understood, now you know. And the Most High has never done away with this people. This people have a covenant. This is a These are his servants in the kingdom. His kingdom doesn't consist of where we're at now in America, this nation, and it has a government and institutions. That's not how the kingdom of heaven is established. No, 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 no. The Most High, if anything, man is trying to replicate to get understanding so that he may worship the Most High in spirit and in truth. And worship him means to what? To be like him, to have his character, his mind, what he put in you from the beginning. Let's be led of the spirit and truth by the word. It has a spirit that's operating within the word. That's like when I hear these many arguments between brother and sister, where I don't understand how people let it get to a point where they be like, well, I'm not a Hebrew Israelite. I don't follow. And they immediately ascribe what others go through dealing with the brethren in the street and their approach to that being the overall makeup of who Israelites are and our purpose. I've been all up and ticked up and down, and that's coming from people that are the natural born, And not only that, I'm on TikTok and I'm hearing dialogue between Christian and Hebrew, and I'm like, okay, but it's like they stuck, fam. We can't get past understanding. We can never come to the knowledge of truth by operating according to what's written. We got to go to Billy Brown was this head in the seminary circle of educator, seminary circle of Christians, and if you're not basing what you perceive through study and consecrating yourself to the Most High, they say, and without saying out their mouth, basically saying that don't mean nothing. Irregardless of what you think or how you perceive what you read and studying and literally practicing. I had to look on my own life like, okay, you never been active in systems. You've always carried yourself like literally like an outlaw. You never want to be entangled with the world and its politics because I knew back then it didn't work for us. I don't have to go into no long, drawn out conversation about it. Black people know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna stop calling us black people too. The Hebrew Israelites know what I'm talking about. It'll come to y'all. And then you got a lot of people, I ain't no Hebrew Israelite. Hey, take it up with the Most High. I can't, I can't compete with lack of understanding. But I can help shed some light on. And I'm about to make these shirts. Exit. I'm about to make these shirts with these designer prints to go on clothing apparel. And I'm about to bring it to the streets. Get this knowledge to the streets. That's how I'm eat. Always. Always got something to share. It's the only hottest conversation in the world right now. Everybody wants to know. People want to have that relationship with the Most High, and you can, in spite of what the world is telling you, because I'm here to tell you, family, and I can prove this thing. I bear witness that the word is the truth. What these people been teaching us with this religion, and that goes for a lot of our people. And a lot of our these who say they teach us. I'm not impressed with what they teaching, because what they teaching is not what it hasn't been beneficial. It's been beneficial to those who know how to play the game. Hey man, you pay for what you don't know. We woke now. We reading and studying, and you're gonna come up against a lot of your people gonna be like, well, I was having a conversation this afternoon, and I'm trying to have a simple conversation. Now, if we're gonna talk about a crook, I'm gonna let you know. I don't care how you try to highlight this crook. Me personally, I'm gonna let you know. Don't get caught up in the sauce. You know, don't go drinking the Kool-Aid and think because you drunk the Kool-Aid, I'm gonna go along with it. No, it don't work that way, family. We woke now. That means something. You know, that comes with power and authority. That comes with power and authority. And that don't got nothing to do with your religion. No, this comes from the Most High, family. And it works spiritually. I don't have to go out there and go chasing nothing that's not written in that book. That's what sets us apart from a religion, family. And it makes perfect sense. These are practical tools that you can use every day in life that you use anyway. But there's so much red tape and interpretation. And you got to understand, you can't go eating off every plate. You can't go eating off everybody's plate because everybody don't understand who Jacob and Israel are. It's two kingdoms. You got two Israels, Jacob and Israel. They can't even tell you. They'll tell you about what these theologians talking about, but they're not going to tell you the word and how it relates to actual, how we seeing it manifest in actuality today in real time. They not gonna touch that. They gonna label you heretic or say you making up doctrines, you twisting the scriptures. They gonna say anything but okay. Let's open the book. Understanding the Most High is a spirit now, so in order to see evidence of it, you have to be operating in that spirit, or you're gonna see certain things that's already been created in existence and operating according to operating without man. It doesn't need man's ability to survive. Trees, plants, they don't need us. You need them. Think about it. They was here before we got here, and they gonna be so. There's evidence of an eternal power at work. You may not accept the way it's. Ooh, this thing crazy. You may not accept the way they are about this crazy stuff. You may not accept the way that it's been written compared to what somebody has taught you instead of you going in a book yourself. But I understand, and everything is rooted in what he has given us. He said, if you build anything, let it be on the foundation of what? The word. That's your instructor. 14 minutes. Okay, we finna get out of here. That's your teacher. What are you talking about, Dwayne? And what is this based on? The Most High is not forgetting you. And that the Most High is not forgetting you, I think we need to seek ye out of the book. Seek ye first the kingdom. Seek him. That means seek the king's dominion. He gave you dominion. He created this earth and gave you rulership and dominion over it. Don't you want to test it? Don't you want to try it? You want to be under another all your life? You don't want to be free? You come from a bloodline of builders, family. A lot of people think about it. Ascribe those words what you read to actual people in real life today, which is us, or through those that you have been taught to believe it is. Bottom line, I ain't got nothing else to say, family. Let's look at it through that lens and come to the conclusion, a real conclusion, family. And let's ride with that consensus. Let us all, and even if you disagree, let's agree to disagree and keep it moving. I'm not going to change what I know to be the truth, you know, and I'm going to continue to dig in so I can unlock these things that I know He has for me and mine and those that's around us, you know, that's operating on that in that energy. Everybody not about the truth, you know. Just because they go to church, don't mean they understand how the kingdom operates. And then a lot of our people get caught up in this idea that because I've been doing this probably 30 years before you was born, that means I know more. No, it don't, fam. No, it don't work like that in the kingdom. And that is a hindrance. That is a hindrance that you only find. No, you ain't gonna say that. You find that more heavily in and throughout our community. You can have a home and land and be doing business, and people will look at you like you see them jumping out here. You seeing actors, musicians, sports luminaries. You seeing these people jump out here, and they giving you their idea of what they interpret, and people going right along with it like it's the truth. No, family, you can go dig up books from you think came from millions of years ago. Keep on, but can you interpret them with understanding? I'm not talking about interpreting it through the lens of some theologian. No, there's a spirit operating in this word. You don't understand the book, but I understand it clearly. 17 minutes, I guess I'll go to 20 and then that's it. You don't understand it, but I understand it. You know, you gonna eventually it'll come to you. Until you like an Eldar herd over there in the Congo. I mean, over there in Ghana. He know he every. He know who he is. He know he's a descendant of the sons of Jacob. And it's for that very people to do what you hear me doing right now. And not just talk about it, but this is something you got to be about. You will know who about it because everything around them gonna start caving in. You're gonna be tried. Everything you doing is gonna be tried. Trust me, they gonna come against you because your speech is gonna be like Christ. They gonna want to bust your head every time you tell the truth. They not used to the truth, and you can't take it personal because I used to take it personal, but now I understand and I know for sure if you don't do exactly what you read in Genesis 1:26, this is how it works. You got to know of a surety. You have to come into that. You have to pray. You have to start, I mean, literally in your mind, connecting and speaking this word and talking to the Most High, building that relationship. You want it to be authentic. Like when you hear people talking, a lot of times when we was young, we say, "Oh, he crazy." Now I look at it differently. You don't know who he or she could be talking to. You know what I'm saying? You don't know, family. A lot of people connected to the Most High, not through what somebody else told them. I'm telling you what I know. I ain't telling you what the preacher told me. I ain't telling you what the majority of Hebrew Israelites told you. No, I'm going in this book. You know what I'm saying? And testing this myself. And this is what I'm bringing back, family. And trust me, people not gonna want to hear that. But these are practical tools right now here for you that you can use. You can overcome the world and you gonna rule. But don't let it go to your head, because you can become so powerful that people will start looking to you like one of them. I get that a lot, bro. Your aura, you not light. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, I'm just like them. I just choose not to do the things that I used to do that was destructive. But I'm just like them. I'm gonna step away from them. Don't ever think that we not all the same to a degree. Yes, we are. But what separates us is the right knowledge, baby. And then you got to tap in for real. You know, you could say you about that life, but then you're gonna be tested. If you know anything about the Messiah, you know he was always, every time he spoke, they was ready to come at him like, what? You speaking against our same people today, family. When you hear that, don't think it's a joke or I'm falsely accusing somebody or making up something. No, these are the same people that was back then. Think about it. Mainly those that was, it tells you. He was worshiping. They'll tell you quick. He worshiping. His tradition was to worship well. I ain't got to say it. Go and look it up. But that's not Christ's tradition. Christ is a Hebrew from the tribe of Judah, Hebrew and bloodline. He come out of that bloodline, though he was not born of a man. Although the Most High used this tribe to bring him through. Genesis 49. That's why Judah is ruler. You can look at the spirit of Judah. Those who know, you know. You know what I'm saying? It's unexplanatory. You know. You know what you know, that you know what you know, fam. They gonna contend. They gonna fight you. And then what's so, and you know, and this is why they gonna fight you, because these, the way that you perceive life and approach things is different from them, family. And another thing you gotta know is darkness hate light. Darkness does not want to see the light, family. And why is you making this old scary bunny? You don't need to be making none of that. I'm in the studio working my business because the Most High said you should rule and have dominion. I can't rule on nobody's job, although you need bread, family. You need your daily bread, but then you have to tap in. You have to tap in. Genesis 1:26. And God said, how can I tap in? You got to look at these entrepreneurs. What the rich doing? But then your approach to it is going to be different. Your approach is not going to be like theirs. Why? Because you are chosen. You set apart to be here to bring forth something greater. That's going to not only benefit you, but also that's going to benefit these hard-headed, stiff-necked people that want to argue with you all day. Our people so combative. You could lead a horse to the water, but you can't make, that don't mean you can make them drink it, family. I'm telling you some real stuff. The contention, that spirit of contention that I see all day, it don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. It's not like I'm coming in wickedness trying to hurt people or I'm spreading falsehood. No, family. Most High bad. This is his word. I'm not going to express nothing. I'm not going to express add or take away from it. What I'm speaking is that word in spirit, and it's going to come out truthfully. But you can't wrestle the word to make it think, to make it no, you might shouldn't do that. That's a little creepy. You shouldn't wrestle the spirit just to make the word powerless, basically. No, you need it. And all that get knowledge, but then get understanding. And when you get that understand that's a work for you to literally do, family. Now I'm finna go. This woman and these children is hollering back and forth. I don't want to hear all that when they walking in the door. This is our space. And you gotta get in room to function too. I need a man cave. So that means you got to work harder, Wayne. You don't just need no man cave. You need, you cannot, hustler characters. Let's see what they know. How you get to hustling home? Just stay focused. You moving too fast. But that's what they want. They want that dumb stuff. I ain't giving you none of that dumb stuff. You don't get no. You can't do that one. You gotta give them what they asked for. So let's put you up on game. Now you bring it to reality, and you get paid for what you create. You did. I like how that sounds. We'll see how that turned out. Well, it's been 25 minutes. It's time to roll. And yes, we are literally in the studio. Looking for something to create so we can sell it. It's going to have to be words that inspire, words that speak truth, that speak a truth that can't be overlooked. When people see it, they'll be like, yeah, they'll love to have this crazy. I'm not making that. They got some crazy stuff on it. Chosen. Make my Hebrew. I'm going to get my brew on, y'all. Read and study your word for yourself and apply it. Hebrew Israelite Kingdom. Know what it means because you're going to need it in this day and time. You're going to need this kingdom understanding because the kingdoms that we in, they crumble. There's only so long these actors can pretend. Then it's all gonna come crumbling down. It's crumbling around us now as we speak. I mean, y'all see it. And it's sad because people think that I don't know, somebody else, one of these people gonna come to save them or something. It ain't gonna work, family. Yeah, we missed the bus the first time, but we on point now. We woke now. That means something. That don't mean no go do as thou wilt. No, that means our eyes are open and we moving with order, family, to bring about change for real, a real change. Get in tune. Shalom, peace and blessings, y'all, from Chicago.